Hey everyone, my name's Hanyi Huang. I'm the person in charge with the Getouei Con anime convention. It's a small convention hosted at the Richmond Public Library's West End branch. I hosted that back in July 20th, 2019, and I'll be hosting it again with the team that I have, and hopefully I'll have more help with it with the convention for 2020, as the 2020 is going to be July 18th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Richmond Public Library's West End branch. Now, I've taken a look at and had a meeting recently with what's going on and possible improvements. And definitely for the ones that had provided me some kind of feedback, thank you. I cannot do anything without feedback. In 2019, like I said, it's the first time, and it's my main goal with that one is just a tester to test the Richmond, Virginia area to see what's going on. So 2020, it's going to be a little bit improved. And here are some of the improvements as mentioned. Now, I'm working on a website. It's not like I'm have some kind of backing from an organization. We're just outsiders. Mainly me. I'm asking permission with the library if I can host a convention at their location. And reason why I chose the library is to kind of have the same type of operation as the Getoueicon, which is hosted by the Chesapeake Library System. They're pretty much my influence, my role models, so to speak, to my operation. And because their event with Getoueicon, it's hosted by the Chesapeake Library. It's a combined effort, and it's by the employees. Whereas Getouei Con, my convention, we're outsiders asking permission if we can use the facility, and it's also donation operated. So again, the new change that's coming up is going to be there's going to be a website for Getoueicon. Doing a different method. It's not going to be like Getoueicon.com or so. I'll have that link posted on flyers, cards, whichever. The other thing is I'm looking at going to be checking to see if vendors can be added. There's only 2 spots outside the library area where vendors can set up. And the main thing is that they're going to have to get their own cover, their own canopy, their own table. Highly suggest they get their get an extension cable for their electrical equipment, for their smartphones, if getting credit card or cash. Fortunately, it's going to have as far as the vendor part, if it is approved, it's gonna be run as a festival type thing for the outside. And then I've got one person that's going to be hosting cosplay competition, so that's going to be added in as well. Again, Getouei Con 2020 is going to be July 18th from 11 to 7 at the Richmond Public Library's West End branch. So what are the updates mainly? The updates, I'm going to go to each of the different sections. Not going to go into too much details with them. as this is just a setup. This is the first update for the 2020. Just getting that foundation set up before I can start, putting up the walls and putting the floors of a house. I've got to get that foundation set up first. So, the welcome table. That's basically where people are going to be greeting. I want my volunteer, the people that's at the welcome table. I want them to engage the guests, say hi, talk about their guests are probably going to ask what's anime and stuff like that. So they're going to answer questions, basically make people feel welcome. I've had experiences myself where it's like I go to an event and I'm just like, okay, I see something's going on, but someone gonna say hi to me, something. I mean, are you even proud to even host your event? If not, it's like, okay, whatever. But that's the main job of the people at the welcome table. I've got panels is still going on, and I've got got a couple of time slots, mainly two that's 30 minutes, and then majority of them are 1 hour. And panels are going to be running from 11 o'clock till 4 o'clock. Video game area, self-explanatory. There's people, volunteers. I mean, I've got donated TVs on my end, and I'm even bringing my own game systems in my games. The event itself is basically family friendly, so no adult stuff, no first-person shooters, no bloody themes, no scare. So again, that should be self-explanatory, and maybe the person in that section that's in charge with the section, or the team itself that's helping out in the video game, they can set up competitions. I mean, my job is just to get that foundation set up, so that way my team can do their part. And the biggest thing I emphasize to my team is, look, guys, I need your help. I'm dealing with the big stuff, talking to the libraries, maybe dealing with complaints. Everything, basically the whole convention falls under my shoulders. So I need help, as much help as I can get for the convention to run smoothly. It is small, but I'll get into details after I go through the rest of the sections. So that's the video game area. Tabletop and card game, that's another self-explanatory one. That just likewise with the video games. I mean, there's going to be people managing that table, and make people feel welcome, and make sure the games aren't getting abused. People are being respectful with one another. There's not going to be any kind of fights. And then I'm gonna go ahead and the last section is the children's area. That one's basically, for with the children, arts and crafts. The person that's in charge of it for the 2019 is going to be doing it again for the 2020. And she was actually also doing raffles, doing some prizes for the convention. But because I'm so glad that I've received enough, a comfortable amount to operate for the 2020. Some that donated money is going to prizes and whatnot in any kind of operation. But today's date is November 1st, 2019. I still got a little bit to go. I mean, before it's actually game time. But for the most part, I do have experience with organizing, mainly organizing a student club at a Reynolds Community College as the anime club advisor, making sure the team has the tools that they need, and they focus on their club, and I'll focus on the bigger stuff for them. And basically, it's everyone's got each other's back, and it's no different than with how I operate with Getouei Con. So again, this event is a children's. It's not children's. It's a family-friendly event. There's no prop weapons at all, unfortunately. We're unfortunately we're just in that time where things happen. If you want to really check it up, you can definitely check up about the San Diego. The Arizona Phoenix, Arizona Comic Con. There was a guy that was dressed up as the Punisher, and he actually went into. He was studying the security and the people around that was managing the Comic Con. He actually went into the convention with live weapons, and his target was the person that played as the Green Power Ranger. So, unfortunately, we are in that time where weapons really... it's a touchy subject. I also deal with a different anime convention, Renocon. I'm the assistant manager to that one, as a student has to be the manager. And they hosted their convention April of 2019, and the challenge that they had, as far as weapons go, is now for the 2020 there is no prop guns. So, like I said, my main jobs deal with the bigger stuff, and I definitely ask for help with any kind of help I can get. If all the jobs are filled, then I do have a floater position where you get to help out other places. And to finish off, I did have one of the feedback that I received about how I should get a bigger spot. Unfortunately, yes, I do understand that a library does seem like a little weird place for a lot of people. But you got Shobucon, that's hosted by the Chesapeake Library. Iconicon, hosted by Suffolk Library. And in the Richmond, Virginia area, Henrico Library hosts a Comic-Con at their library. So, I've personally been to them. People were allowed to be loud and whatnot, but it's just it was the first time. So, on top of that, the event was free and open to the public, which that's the same idea that I want for mine. Why I chose my convention name to be Getouei Con is it's Getouei is Japanese for gateway. Why I chose the word gateway for my convention is that many of the anime conventions, if you check up animecons.com, most of them, if you kept up throughout the years since 2013, most of the conventions have been successful as far as the anime goes, have been successful at the Hampton, Virginia Beach areas. And we're talking about not just the convention centers, but we're talking about I'm talking about the libraries, even colleges. I know 2 colleges that host their own with their anime convention that host a comic an anime convention on their campus. Then there's some up in the DC area, one in West, one in Southwest. And Richmond being the city and being centralized, the only thing that's been surviving around the area for a while has been Comic-Con. So therefore, I felt that it was very fitting to call my convention a Gateway Convention. Have it free. Plus, I'm not even getting charged for the spot. Therefore, for the 2019, for the ones that did come, that's why there wasn't any kind of entry fee. That there was a donation jar at the welcome table, is because I'm not getting charged. I'm not paying. None of us are paying for the venue. We actually got it just we got it just by asking and providing the operations, and after they reviewed it, I got the okay to host a convention. So hopefully that will address the issue. And I mean, if I do go for a bigger spot or so, and then getting in the spot does charge, unfortunately I cannot operate with taking donations. I have to charge, and so it's basically just life. You just basically pick your poison. It's like, in this situation, do you want a free event? A little minor inconvenience, but overall the event is free, and and hopefully you do donate to help be able, so that way we can host it the following year, and so forth. Otherwise, I get a bigger venue, but there's a high chance I'm gonna get charged for the space. So therefore, I cannot host it free. So if you have any questions, you can email me or contact me. My name's Hani Huang. And my contact info is in the description of the video. And that's pretty much it for the update. Again, it's this is the first update for the 2020 operation. And one of the biggest thing is I want all my volunteers to get the information that they need, so that way they can help me effectively. So, have a good one. Bye.